All right, welcome back, my dear students. So it's time for us to start returning to persist data into our table in the database. All right. So here, as you can see in the store method, we are returning this data, and we did this in the last lecture. Okay. So if you go back there and you try to submit something, you get this data back. Now, we don't want to just return data. We want to persist it to our database. So this is super simple, guys. We create a post like we did before. Okay. And then all we have to do is put the request in here. All right, so everything from the post will go in the create method, and it will be persisted to the database. Now let's comment that. Make sure that you have this on top. All right, the namespace, I already entered this. All right, of course you didn't see me because I did it before the lecture. Okay, but make sure that you have that there. All right, so you click on your, there we go. All right, make sure that that's imported right here. Okay, cool. So that's one way of doing it. Let me show you another way of doing this. I'm going to comment this out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I'm going to create an array or a variable. And I'm going to put all that in there. There we go. All right. So now what I can do is I can say this. Title. And that's going to be equal to the request title, like this. All right. And I can do this. Post request all. Done. Okay, that's one way of doing it. Let me show you the last way of doing this. You can instantiate an object like this. You can say post is equal to request. Actually, hold on. Post title is equal to request title. Done. And you can say post save. Done. All right. What's the preferred way of doing it? Well, it depends on what you're building. All right. The less lines, the better for me. So I'm gonna leave this on right here. All right. But they all work. You can test it out. Cool. So once you have this there, let's go back to the form real quick. There we go. And now the database is clean. You go to the database real quick. Make sure that you do a refresh, all right, if you haven't done so already. Go to post. There is nothing there. Let's persist something. PHP, enter, refresh. And as you can see, the record was created. All right, beautiful. Now, the only problem with this is that if you saw there, we got redirected to the post page, but there is nothing there, right? So we gotta take care of that. All right, we'll do that in the next lecture. Thank you guys, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.